Hey guys, it is Clary Berry. Long time no see. Sorry about that. It's not just the Bitcoin dips that have kept me away. It is some family issues, big news, life-changing stuff. It is what it is. We are here today, though, to talk about Bitcoin, and we're going to look at the 25th. I was really mad at myself for not posting the video that I made last night. I don't know why I didn't, but I was calling it today. So 24th overall, looking pretty good there. But we're going to talk about the 25th through the 31st. Don't really have too much energy, but we're going to talk about the 31st. Okay, and we're going to do things just a little bit different. We're going to take 7 cards. Whoop, not those. They already want to come out a little bit here. But we're going to look at this. And we're going to we're just going to dissect it. So we're just going to go straight in. Okay, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay, so this is how we are going to roll. So let's start out. We're saying 25. Okay, so we still are going to look at, even though we're starting at 25 and our cards for 25, we're still going to look at aspects starting actually peaking on the 22nd. Some of these, again, we might have talked about before, because again, we do Bitcoin overlapping videos all the time. Bitcoin is that important, okay? So we have, again, peaking on the 22nd, we have the sun in conjunct natal Pluto for Bitcoin. So that is, you know, not that great, kind of peaking, and this energy is only lasting until the 27th. So again, it's just kind of, there's like a limiting factor, just kind of a not so great around that time. So again, kind of bonus days here. Mercury square Uranus is peaking on the 19th, or has peaked on the 19th, also lasting through the 27th. That's a little bit of this kind of almost like mental, like overwhelming, you know, like again, too much going on, that sort of energy there. But I think it kind of helps us lead up to some of these themes, you guys, are good. This main theme that it's coming through, kind of a micro and a macro theme here coming through in numerous different aspects, is this newness, this freshness. It's, you know, new ideas, starting over, rebirth. And again, that's coming through in numerous aspects, not just for this short time period, but in the longer pullback time period as well when we look at Bitcoin, okay? So this Venus square natal Venus is definitely impulsive and needs that fresh scenery, lasting through the 28th, peaking on the 24th. Also peaking on the 24th and lasting to the 28th, we have Venus square natal Uranus, which is just very positive. This is good. This is bullish. There's a little bit of energy of, okay, like it's a test, you know, but again, I think people are finding truth here. That Uranus energy might be some really good energy, because again, we've kind of been in this more of mundane, slow dip. You know, Bitcoin's not doing anything. It's going down. It keeps going down. And this is that started this, again, fresh scenery, something different, you know, unless we just, for some reason, peak on the 20, you know, from the 20th till the 23rd, but I really don't see that happening. So I think that's going to be kind of adding to this more of a real breakout, you know, because on the 18th, 19th, you know, we tried, but here we go. You know, this is getting past, you know, it's not just cycling and not getting anywhere. It's like now when you're pushing the puddles, now you're able to get some speed. You know what I mean? Okay. So looking at the 25th, okay? Actually, no. Let's talk about one more thing. Sun sesquiquadrant natal sun. Not so great of energy coming through for the 24th. Not totally bearish, but yeah. So there are some positive things peaking on the 24th. There are, you know, this kind of, I would say, more minor, you know, I mean, it could go wrong. You never know with that Uranus. But I think, again, that is going to be a bit of a test. It's going to be, again, kind of trying to have that breakout, but you know, I'm really, again, you got to kind of, you learn from your mistakes. It's like, oh, I get so excited and I want, you know, sometimes I actually, you know, if I'm going to be quite honest, to critique myself here during my readings, you know, it's like, I am seeing what I want to see a little bit, you know, so hyped up on, you know, when something's running high, oh, you know, it's going to continue. And it's like, you see the signs, and just like in our everyday life, you see the signs, but you have to heed them as well. It's one thing to know something. It's another thing to do something. Okay. It's another thing. It's one thing to know that you should buy the dips. You know, it's another thing to be able to have the courage to actually do that. And those who are smart enough and who actually have that courage and fortitude to like, you know, you have to kind of be above your emotions a little bit here. You know, it's not necessarily intuitive, you know, to be buying the dips. I don't know why I keep coming through buying the dips here, but yeah, maybe 24th is one of the last good days to buy the dips here and the last good chance. I'm not sure. I'm not sure here. But anyways, 25th, guys, Sun square natal Venus, okay? Now, I'm not saying we're going to have a huge bust out because there is some, with this aspect, it's a little bit of meh, 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 up and down or maybe sideways, okay? Not, you know, not totally bullish. And there's a bit of that waiting energy. So I definitely think even into the 25th, but I think the 25th should be good. Okay. We have a good, great card here. You know, this is mastery. This is action. This is getting your goals, achievements. Things are falling into place and happening, you know, results. But Sun, Trine, natal Jupiter, peaking in, well, Sun, Trine, natal Jupiter is ending around this time, okay? And again, that's kind of this newness. This newness is needed, and I think we're kind of ushering it in. We're starting to ushering in, we're turning a corner. We're finally turning a corner here, okay? Also, peaking, we do have peaking on the 25th. We have Mars, Trine, natal Uranus. Again, this can be that, but does this not look like busting out energy? Busting out, breaking goals, any obstacles that were in your past here are like way down there. And again, they're in your past. They're gone. They're history. Now, maybe not completely because we know things, you know, cyclical, not linear. You know, we got to relearn our lessons. We got to relearn, and then the newbies have to learn again and all of this sort of thing. But this is totally assertive, totally bullish energy for the 25th overall. Again, maybe kind of a slow start. But yeah, so we have also, sorry, shaking the table here. I'm going to fix that too, guys. But anyways, 23rd, back to the 23rd, sorry, out of order sometimes. 23rd to the 27th, Venus sexquadrant, natal Mercury, long-term bullish. It's going up here, but it's not going up super fast. Okay. So now let's get on with this here. Okay. So peaking on the 26th, we have Venus square natal Saturn. This is, again, it's that waiting, it's that plotting energy. It's like, I'm getting ready to do something here. And this is lasting through the 30th. Okay. So there is a little bit of a, you know, I mean, this is Venus squares, you know, natal Saturn. So it's a little bit, you know, reserved, the passion. There's a limit to the passion. But again, you know, I'm a glass half full kind of girl. You know, like I said, it's not necessarily that we're not doing anything. It's that we're starting small. This is the one, you know, we're starting small. We're building a new cycle. We're about to do something. We're about to make more of some moves. Okay. And again, we may have a bust out on the, it's looking like we maybe have more of a bust out on the 25th and then kind of, because our 4 here, okay, 27th is stable. You know, I don't think it's going to be crashing necessarily, but we may have, again, it's that cycling. You're turning the pedals, but you're not really going anywhere, or you can't even turn the pedals. You know, you want to turn the pedals, but you can't. So, you know, just kind of a little bit of, again, are we starting? No, now we're starting here. Okay. So the 26th, I mean, yeah, again, peaking on the 26th, this Venus square Saturn is not great. The 26th, we have the Sun in conjunct natal Mars, and that's sort of, you know, these conflicts. And again, it's kind of this readjustment energy. We're going to change things up a little bit, lasting through the 30th, okay? Actually, that in conjunct Mars is lasting through the 31st. Okay, now, this is high energy. Even though we're just getting started here again, it's still high energy, okay? So again, there's sort of like, even for the 25th and the 26th, there's almost like balanced energy coming through. Little bit of good, little bit of bad. So, you know, it really could just go sideways still. But again, you can tell, like you can really tell, I think that, again, something's brewing. It's, again, taking some baby steps because, again, not only is there a lot of fear here, but it's like, you want to test the waters, you know, you want to test the waters and make sure, you know, oh, Bitcoin's not going to die. You know, all that fear, it really went deep for a lot of people, Not those of us who know the long term, though. And that's the thing. You cling to the long term. If in doubt, zoom out. So again, I think overall, the 26th is going to be a great new start here. Okay. And building probably even on the 27th, again, maybe plateau, maybe not. You know, it's like humps. We got our camel back here. It's humps. It's a little bit up, down. Again, it's got to gather that energy and then take another step. It's not going to be all at once here, as we have so well seen in the past week or so already. Now, peaking on the 18th, lasting through the 26th, we actually had some good energy, I think, with this Mars, that's a quadrant natal Venus. There was some boldness trying to come through, you know, some assertiveness. And it's not over. I mean, this is the time period we're talking about, 18th, you know, through peaking on the 18th, lasting through the 26th. Okay, so definitely more, I would say, positive energy than negative energy on the 26th. Okay, so on our cards, okay, so 28. Let's see. We take one clarifier for this just because we don't have a whole lot. We have Mars sextile natal Saturn peaking on the 29th, okay, which might be peaking on the 28th, but, you know, again, it's kind of sideways energy, okay? Yeah, it's like the Ten of Pentacles is coming. The renewal is coming, okay? It's coming. It's not, it maybe not quite here. I definitely think we're going to see a little bit more green than maybe we did past few days or last week here. Okay, but we shall see. And again, I don't want to get you guys too hyped up, and then, you know, I'll learn my lesson there a little bit here. A little too excited sometimes, but don't we all? And again, it's just about keeping your footing and having fun at the same time. Anyways, again, kind of sideways energy with that. Again, that Saturn is sort of limiting that fire. It's sort of limiting us. Peaking on the 27th, we do have Venus trine natal Neptune. So this is kind of, again, more intuitive, more inner, going within, or even like, I feel like giving, you know, giving, selling. This is that, you know, that spiritual side that doesn't care about building. It's not, you know, it's too fluid. It's too emotional, you could say, to really be, I think, you know, popping off and going anywhere. You know, again, that's peaking on the 27th, lasting through the 31st. So peaking on the 29th, we do have Mars sextile natal Sun. Could be more bullish. And again, this lasts through the 6th. So we're going to have to come back and revisit some of this other energy. But I'll just tell you right now, you know, I know this was only supposed to be the 7 days here through the 31st, okay? So that's really what we want to focus on. And again, this Venus trine natal Neptune ends. So you're going to be seeing this kind of slower taper off of this energy and some others. You know, that Mars sextile natal Saturn that was also kind of sideways. So the 30th might be a little bit better, but again, I'm not really, I feel like, again, sentiment might be a little better, but that doesn't necessarily mean, again, that people are going to just jump right in, you know, with the kind of, you know, gains that we've been, you know, that we've been used to, that we've been spoiled with. But again, if in doubt, zoom out, don't worry about it. I think that, you know, I think that we're really doing some behind the scenes work, again, on the mental here, learning, understanding, even some of these, just going through some of these things, learning about, you know, learning about all the answers to all the FUD, you know, that comes around and comes around. It's an interesting experience, you know, to go through and to see it, and then to know it, and then to be a part of it, you know. And it's like, people are doing this. People are realizing that they're not going to be scared off by the fear that we've been having. Again, it's not completely going away right away here. It's definitely not happening. I mean, think about how long, you know, humanity has been waiting, could have used this, and think about the forces and the powers that be, the 1% that do not want Bitcoin or crypto in general to succeed. And so what is their best bet? Tear down Bitcoin. So of course we have FUD coming from all angles. But again, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, and they can throw all the FUD they want, but they're not going to succeed. They are not going, and you can take me to the bank on that one. So I will be back soon. Hopefully next week's Bitcoin video will be a little more exciting. Again, not totally bullish or not totally bearish. Little bit of sideways. Again, that little bit of just getting started, but there could be some excitement. Possibly, you know, more on the 25th, possibly more, let's see, 28th. Okay. 29th might not be that bad. Okay. So actually, we did too many. Did you guys catch that? I can't even count. So we really did go to the second. And on the second, yeah, I was going to touch on this. And we do have some good energy coming up on the second. Okay. Like good. Like Venus in conjunct natal Jupiter, good. Like Venus, Trine, natal Venus, good. So looking at some better days, some success coming back into our orbit, you know, really being able to pull some things off again. And again, what do you do first before you have action? Well, you have to, you know, you have to learn, you have to grow, you have to understand, you have to make a plan. Okay, you have to conceive an idea. And then, you know, you've got to latch onto it emotionally enough to really actually make some investment with your actions. And again, we're kind of in between that. Again, people are realizing, I think, that Bitcoin, you know, isn't going to die right now, you know, and then, oh, the FUD was just FUD. It was just that. And so they're kind of, you know, kind of gathering around, kind of talking, kind of thinking, but they're waiting. They're waiting. Okay. They're waiting. They're ready to strike. I think they're ready to strike. Okay. People are ready. It's kind of like, oh, just wait till somebody else goes first, you know, and then everybody's going to jump right in. So that is totally the energy. It's like when you go off the high dive and then you wait till the very last minute, you know, and you have to leave. And why didn't I go on the high dive sooner? It's kind of like that. I'm like, what were we all so afraid of? Again, the love of Bitcoin here very clearly going to overcome that fear. Okay. Bitcoin will be loved again, guys. Don't worry. Don't worry. You know, if you can't hold at dips like this, then, you know, don't even be talking about, oh, I wish I found Bitcoin back in, you know, 2010 or whatever, you know, because we wouldn't have made it. You know, if you can't make it now, you wouldn't have made it then. So keep the bigger picture in mind. Anyway, much love, many blessings. Talk to you soon. Bye.